Hello Capricorns, welcome to your September 2025 General Tarot reading. Thank you for being here with me at Birdsong Musings Tarot. My name is Coco, and as always, this is a general reading. My monthly readings are general readings, so they're not going to land with absolutely everybody all the time. And if this reading is not landing or connecting with you, please do consider checking out the readings for your moon or rising zodiac signs. If you don't know what those are, you can always just Google free birth chart and find it out. It's really easy. There's a bunch of free birth chart generators online. There are just some months where we vibe more and connect more with our moon, sun, or rising signs, so I do highly recommend that you check that out. Now, I did pull the details of the reading. We've got lots of cards going on. There's quite a few here. We're going to pull some general energies together. We're also going to pull your advice, as well as which animal guides are walking with you through the month as well. So let's just dive right in. I feel like this month is very pensive, and whatever is going on, whatever is the main theme or issue or situation of the month, it feels like it's carrying into Libra season as well, so carrying into mid-October. Also, September is eclipse season. We are having a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces on September 7th, and then we are having a solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. On September 21st. So technically the time from the 7th to the 21st is eclipse season, but really it's going to be felt throughout the month of September. So what does that mean? Eclipses bring change. They usher in endings, and at the end of an eclipse season, it's new beginnings. But eclipses do help us shed the old, get rid of things, clean things out, and clean them up. You've got round and round, number 25. Round and round in your head, there is something you are ruminating. Yeah, you've got orphan on the bottom as well. There's lots of fives in your reading too, so fives signal change and conflict. It's that rocky, kind of uneven, unstable ground that sometimes we feel like we're on. There is something that you are ruminating on, a situation you are trying to remediate, or an issue you are trying to resolve. Let's see what else is coming out for you here. It feels like there's something that has constantly popped up throughout your life that has not left. And what I mean by that is an issue that you have tried to resolve that has not been resolvable, or somebody coming back constantly into your life and you never really confronting them or putting the issue to bed. Okay, number 53, listening. There's a definitely very pensive energy attached to your reading. And another elephant. So you've got two elephants here. You might feel a little bit stuck in the mud, because that's what this card signals. But elephants may be an important animal to you, so take it as it resonates. Now it's funny because that stuck in the mud card, it really kind of reminds me of a snail. And this is like a snail, it kind of looks like a snail shell. So this round and round card signifies that somebody is stuck in a cycle, stuck in a mental cycle, or some kind of repetitive behavior or situation. And listening also tells me that you have your ear to the ground in some way. You could really be relying on your observance, your observant nature right now. You're trying to hear through things that people are saying to you, and you are just sitting back and kind of caring for yourself. You've got the cards for that too here as well, but also music may be very important to you this month. You may be using music or using art as a therapeutic way of helping you through any kind of tough situation that makes itself known. You are showing up as the Tower and the King of Pentacles. So, right out the gate, it's like eclipse season is really affecting you. The Tower is the card of eclipses. It's the card of things crashing down that were never really built on solid ground in the first place, but of course they're going to be shocks. And it's going to be a lot of change. And like I said, instability, that rocky ground that you're on. And it feels like actually that you are well aware of something that's not working. And so you are either okay with this tower coming and crashing to the ground. You're okay with it. You're like, yeah, okay, I need it to come crashing down. Or it may be catching you as a shock. But it's interesting because King of Pentacles is here as well. This is you. And the King is the most mature version of the Pentacle. The Pentacle is the earth sign. So this King is very grounded, very stable in the midst of all this change and shock. So it does feel like you are the one initiating it, or amidst all of it, you are good. You are safe. Your finances are safe. Your health is safe. It does feel like you are in control of this situation. You are trying to bring the house down on something. And in the midst of it all, you're planning. Got the Two of Wands and the Sun. You are sitting here trying to track how to map this out. What am I going to do? The Two of Wands is a very planning energy because this person is looking at the world saying, what are my options? What paths can I take here? But I need to be smart about it. I need to be patient. And the Sun is joy. It's that optimism. It's that brightness of life. So right now in September, it could feel like that is hard to access. Your joy, your optimism, your feeling of buoyancy. That can be just hard to access right now in the month. But I do feel like you are planning something that is going to bring you lots of joy. You're trying to move towards your joy more. And Capricorns don't mess around, you know. I have a lot of Capricorns in my life, and they're people who, once they make a choice, they're going for it. And that's something I really admire about Capricorns. So yeah, I think you have your head on straight about this, definitely. Now, I asked what this tower was about, and I got a few cards. We got the Page of Wands and the Hierophant. So this is about your craving for something different. The Hierophant, though, is tradition. So I feel like whatever it is you want, it's something taboo, or it's something not really traditional. It's not something that many people do. It could be something like divorce. The Hierophant deals with paperwork and things like divorce, marriage, buying a house, all of these traditional things in society. So you could be actually choosing, hey, I want to sell my house and move to a different country. Because the Page of Wands is adventure. It's this person kind of looking out on this new landscape and saying, I'm excited, I'm going for it. But in doing so, you are kind of shirking tradition. You are doing something that's shaking things up. And I'm not sure if it's your family holding you back or just tradition and society kind of making you question things. But let's move deeper into the reading. Now you've got the Four of Swords come out. This is a very pensive energy, like I was saying before. This is meditation, stepping back, getting some alone time and some good time to think about things, but doing so in a way that's not very, jambled. Your brain isn't scrambled, You're actually very clear-headed about this, which I love to see. The Four of Swords means that you're getting the mental rest that you need. You are connecting to your spirit guides, or you are doing meditation. You're doing spiritual practices to help you through this time. You've also got the Hermit and the Justice card, which tells me timing. So the Hermit is Virgo time, which is what we are in now. And Justice is Libra time, which is into October. So again, this is going to be around until, I want to say, at least mid-October. But also the Hermit, again, pensive energy, sticking to yourself, trying to get some alone time and doing some research. And Justice is, when this card came out, I do tend to get Justice as a card, again, similar to the Hierophant, of paperwork, of legalities, of, okay, if I'm going to sell my house, how do I do it? If I'm going to divorce my partner, how am I going to do it? It's about being smart about things. But when this came out and landed on the desk, I got balance. It's a lot about restoring balance in your life. I feel like there's things that are out of balance, that this round and round situation that's been happening, it's just gotten you all out of whack. Now, you've also got the Page and Knight of Pentacles. I love to see that. Lots of pentacles in your reading, which checks out because you are an earth sign. The page tonight, this is a natural progression of things. And the page is learning something new, getting all of the information that they can about something. This is a student energy or a research energy. This is somebody sitting on the computer and saying, I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to do my best to learn all I can about this, but I'm starting at the beginning. I haven't really gotten too far with it. Whereas the Knight is here signaling that you do get to the next step about it. So you do kind of graduate in your research about something, you're learning about something, maybe you're going to school or you're starting a class or you've started something new as a hobby or a career path, and you're actually getting better and better at it as time goes on through September. You're doing the due diligence though, you're doing the consistency, the discipline, you're showing up every day as you need to in order to get things done, which I feel like is, again, very Capricorn. That's the most reliable way to do things. I wanted to know what this page and Knight were about, kind of, what's going on here. There's a choice that your guides want you to make. I kind of hate saying that because it just sounds so serious. But there is a choice that you are being guided to make. Your guides want you to do it not haphazardly, but they want you to be smart about it. Because there's some cards here, but let me first go into this. The Lover's card showed up twice. This is a choice. This is a fork in the road. All right. And you've also got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So throughout September, your guides want you, again, they want you to learn more about whatever choice you're trying to make, about whatever situation you're trying to change, whatever ending you're trying to usher in. They want you to be well informed. So do your due diligence. I do think you will either way. I don't think I have to tell you this. But you know what? The cards came out, so I just got to say it real quick. Just be smart about it. Be logical. Be rational. Don't get too fantastical about anything. Keep it up here. Keep it practical. Keep it up here and keep it grounded as well, Because there's not a lot of cups here, so your guides are not like wanting you to be too emotional about it. They kind of want you to see things from a very realist point of view, which I respect, and I think you will see that from that point of view anyway. Now, you've also got the Seven of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. This choice and this process of getting information, learning, it's something that you're not really telling people about. The Seven of Swords is very unconfrontational, so you're hiding this. You're not being very open about it, but you're working on it. You're working really hard on it. And there might be a few people, like 2 people who know about it, because there's a 3 card here. So there's 2 people, maybe 1 person who knows about it. And this Ace of Wands here, it's like you're doing it quickly. You have this burst of inspiration, or you're just having this burst of physical energy where you're able to get things done in September. So you're not kind of like sitting back and just saying, it'll happen eventually. Nope, you're kind of getting on things. Now, I also asked more about what this choice was about. Here's the World card. This is about your freedom. This is about an ending. What ending? I don't know, but you clearly do. The World card speaks to, again, like new horizons. It's opening yourself up to the world. It's doing things that are untraditional. You've also got the Moon card. Yeah, you're keeping things to yourself. This is something that has either been on your mind and you've kept it in the back of your mind for a while. It's something that's bothering you and you're keeping it pushed down. You're like pushing it down, but it's coming up to the surface now. And you're kind of like, I can't deny it any longer. Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups. This is about your emotional fulfillment, what makes you happy. This choice that you're making is completely informed by your comfort, your joy, and I feel like it should be. Because that's something that you're trying to chase. Clearly, it's not here, or else you wouldn't be trying to chase it, right? There's something imbalanced here. And you're trying to bring back balance by saying, I need to bring it back to me. I need to focus on me. And whatever it is I'm hiding from the world, I need to be smart about this before I tell the world about it. Now at the end of the month, yeah, you're working on it. 8 of Pentacles. There's not much to report here. You're perfecting it, you're getting things done, and you're doing your due diligence, like I said before. 7 of Cups, though, is here, which I like, because the 7 of Cups is locating of all the options and paths that I have. I'm finally getting a clear sense of which one I want to go for. So I do kind of want to clarify this 7 of Cups just before we move on. Although you may be feeling overwhelmed with the choices, but 10 of Pentacles. What else here for the 7 of Cups, please? I think you're taking into consideration money, resources, and family when you make this decision. Page of Pentacles, yeah. Same card. Yeah, okay. So again, like, you're not going to have the answers, all of them, by the end of the month, but you're making progress. And that's all you can really ask for. A month is not really actually a whole lot of time. So now let's see what energies your guides are wanting you to embrace right now. Okay, you've got 2 cards. All right. The first card you have is the B card. This signals cooperation, collaboration, and community. This is also the card of sweetness and comfort. You know, honey is something that the bees love. And there's also a whole colony of bees needed in order to make honey. So this is about working hard, working with people around you, getting the opinions of others, learning on the computer, like looking up on Reddit even, like what people think about this choice that you're making. Maybe other people have done it as well. Tap into the people around you if you can. But this is also sweetness, a feeling of sweetness, and that's what's challenging for you in the month. You know, it's going to be hard to feel light and optimistic and, you know, and that's just the nature of the astrology of the month, really. You've also got Cauldron. I love this card. Cauldron represents creation and opportunity. So your guides are saying you have an opportunity here. Don't miss it. Don't waste it. You're creating a new life. You're creating, it's almost like you're creating your window of opportunity. Okay? And I feel like you're being really told, don't miss it. Don't miss out on it here. So let's get your animal guide. Let's see who's walking through the month with you. Well, 2 cards just flew out of the deck, so I guess I'm going to take them, and it's another elephant. All right, so you've had elephants show up across your reading. The short message is open yourself to true abundance. What does abundance look like to you, Capricorn? If you work with archangels, elephants are ruled over archangels Mary and Raphael. And you've also got donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. Again, donkeys are ruled over by Archangel Mary, but also Archangel Gabriel. So definitely Archangel Mary is here to help you. Let's get the messages from the guidebook for you from these animal guides. Donkey's message is, you have been through or are still undergoing some sort of test or initiation. You may feel like it has been unfair, but your soul undertook this situation to advance you to a higher spiritual level. Oh my God, okay. Such challenges help you to develop qualities like patience, forbearance, and courage. Accept this. Stay centered, calm, and keep your heart open. Use all of your experiences to strengthen yourself, and you will move into a higher spiritual level. So you're graduating spiritually. Then everything will feel worthwhile as you will see it with enlightened eyes. When you pass an initiation, you are always rewarded. So something much better is coming into your life. That is a really nice message. Now let's see what Elephant has to say. The Elephant card reminds you to keep your frequency high by having more fun, playing, and being joyful. Sit quietly and breathe into your third eye. Feel this energy permeate your cells and know that the universe supports your divine perfection and heart's desire. So maybe if you can do some third eye opening exercises, I don't know where one finds those, but you know, because I'm a Reiki practitioner, so I do Reiki on my third eye. So if you're also somebody who does that, but maybe meditating, doing some meditations that you can find on the internet for opening your third eye, I feel like that might be helpful for you. And that is the short message of Elephant. So I know also that elephants are renowned for their hearing, but also their connection to their community. Elephants are extremely wise and they have a really good memory. And they're also matriarchs. Okay, so elephants are here helping you and guiding you, but also maybe tap into that energy of the matriarch, of that very more feminine kind of way of leading life and leading the people in your life. Perhaps there is something that you need to listen and tap into, because you've got the listening card as well in the month. Capricorn, that's all I have for you today, and I really hope this reading was helpful. I'm excited to see where things go and where things take you in October. I can't believe we're going to be already in October. But I wish you the best of luck throughout September and throughout eclipse season. And I hope that you can come back to this reading for any guidance, clarification, or advice that you might need throughout the month. All right, so take very good care, and I will see you next time in October.